About Facebook mishandling user data and investigators getting on top of it. How does it all end? In just a series of fines or something potentially more serious?
I think that, as Elad references, I think there's going to be a seismic change among technology companies. Everyone's going to need to feel like they get ahead of this. They don't want to end up in this morass of paperwork. I mean, the challenge for Facebook is that every time they try to get ahead of the story, they only end up raising more questions than they answer. They submitted 700 pages of answers to the Energy Committee, and the headline wasn't, I mean, part of the headline was what they disclosed, but then everyone quickly went to, well, here's what they didn't answer. Here are the questions that were raised by their disclosures. So I think the challenge for a company like Facebook is, this is going to come out in dribs and drabs. They're going to keep responding, and each response is going to raise more questions. And if you're another technology company out there, you're watching this very closely to figure out how you can get ahead of the story, how you can be proactive, and how you can seem pro-consumer.
But at the same time, Stephanie, it seems like Alphabet has been under similar scrutiny over its data practices, competitive practices, especially in the EU. And they've had this sort of rope-a-dope, legal strategy where, they sort of go along with some of this. They might get hit with a fine. They're not being aggressive against governments the way Microsoft was. They haven't fallen into the Microsoft trap. Might Facebook follow a similar trajectory and just sort of duck this and continue to grow?
I think that anything is possible. I mean, Facebook has some of the best lawyers in the world working with them. I'm sure they're looking at the various companies' playbooks. Microsoft is taking a very different strategy, and I think that it's probably not the right parallel for Facebook. I think Google, Alphabet does seem like the right parallel.